I can tell you by the age of 5 when my daddy left me.
My name is Janie Wiggins. I'm the volleyball coach here at Enterprise High School, and I'd like to share a brief testimony of what Justin Tindall means to Enterprise High School volleyball. And not only that, he's also very instrumental to our Cats for Christ organization that we have here, which is a branch off of FCA. When I first came to Enterprise High School, Justin came in and introduced himself to us and offered an opportunity to come in and speak with our players and just really witness to them. And FCA donated student Bibles for our players. And Justin brought those in and met with our varsity girls and just really did a good job of helping those girls to develop those study skills where they could learn more about the Word and apply that to their lives. And quite frankly, I don't know what we would do without Justin and FCA, and I would really like your help to support him and help us to find a way to keep him in our schools.
I can tell you by the age of 13, I got addicted to drugs, I was addicted to alcohol, I was addicted to painkillers. I can tell you when I sat in the doctor's office for my 3rd knee surgery, the doctor looked at me and said, "I'll never play the game of football again." He looked at me and said, "Son, you'll never play the game of football again." And I remember crying so hard because, man, that's my first true love is football, like a lot of yours today. I remember one night I was sitting in my bedroom and I began to cry because, like I told you, I ain't had no dad growing up, so one day I want to have kids. I want to have kids one day, and the doctor's telling me I ain't going to barely be able to walk by the age of 27. So I remember going back in that doctor's office about 6 months later. I went back to that doctor's office 6 months later, and he said, "Son, this has to be a miracle." I ain't know what no miracle was. I ain't never been in church. I remember him looking at me and saying, "Son, this is a miracle. You gonna get to play the game of football." I said, "Do what?" And I had so much passion and so much love for the game. And slowly went down a deep hill. I got a phone call from one of my good friends. She called me and wanted me to come to this conference. I said, "Conference? What's a conference?" Now, many people talked to me that night beside one of my good friends, James Atkins, right there. He talked to me. He introduced himself, and I sat there, and as the auditorium began to fill, 2,000-3,000 people begin to come in there. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, man, what the mess is going on in here?" I walked outside. They just begin to worship and God lifting their hands. I called my mom. I said, "Yo, Ma, these folks crazy." But I came to introduce you to a man that changed this old boy's life. I came to introduce you to a man. When I walked in there an atheist, I walked out there a full believer in Jesus Christ.
My name is Coach Justin Jones. I'm the head football coach, athletic director at New Brockton High School. And I want to take a few minutes of your time just to tell you how important FCA and Justin Tindall is to our program. Justin came into our lives at New Brockton about 3 years ago. He came through his pastor at our church, who became our team chaplain. He started coming to do devotionals for our football team on Thursdays. After that, he became even more involved in our coaches' lives as he would come after the games on Friday nights, hang out with us and the coaches after the game, just to intermingle. And for you guys that don't know Justin, he is a high energy, highly motivated young man. So I encourage you out there, please keep FCA in our program here at New Brockton. Keep Justin Tindall involved in our program here at New Brockton. Thank you. Have a blessed day.
You look at me and say, "Justin, why you got so much passion? Why you got so much passion when you speak?" Because when I met that man, y'all, when I found out he died on the cross for me, I got to do everything I can to serve that man. I got to come to tell young people like you, saying you can do this. You ain't got to become another statistic. You can be a man of God.